morning one and all. So dear students, last class we can discuss about the what is the meaning of the respiration and how should be the respiration should be difference in the plants and animals and also in the lower form of the animals how can they respire. So today class we can discuss about the mechanism of the respiration in the human beings and lower animals and how should be the plants should be also take down the oxygen, take down the this breathing process. We can all these we can discuss about the in this session. So first we can be discuss about the what is the meaning of breathing, what is the mechanism involved in the breathing in human beings, what is the breathing in other animals, next respiration in plants, then points to remember, lastly we can be discuss about the trivia. So you all know that so breathing means exhalation of the inhalation and exhalation of the air. You can be generally tell about that one. But breathing can be defined as the process in which organism with the help of their respiratory organs taking in the oxygen rich in air present in the surrounding and release out of air that contains the amount of the carbon dioxide in it, that is it can be called as the respiration. So it means whatever the living organisms are there, they will be take down the oxygen from the lungs and all can be present in the surrounding air. Again they can be give back to the carbon dioxide, that is it can be called as the breathing. It is also one of the continuous process in all organisms. So no one organisms without we can be seen in the without breathing, is it? So they will be stop the breathing means they will be die also. So inhalation and exhalation. What is the meaning of inhalation and exhalation? So inhalation is the process of taking of the air that contains oxygen inside the body. So inhalation means whatever external air which is present that one oxygen, that should be taking of the air, that is it can be called as the inhalation. Exhalation means the process of the releasing out of air that contains carbon dioxide out of the body, that is it can be called as the exhalation. One inhalation and one exhalation can be called as the breathing. So inhalation and exhalation take place alternately in the breathing process. So during the breathing process we can be seen in the alternatively can be seen in the one exhalation and one inhalation. So look at the picture here. So during the breathing process what happens? The breathing rate can be defined as the number of the times a person can be breathe in the minute, that is it can be called as the breathing rate. So it should be defined as the inhalation followed by the exhalation. It is not always constant in the human beings because during heavy exercises or physical exercises you can be doing that one. So it should be vary from the one situation to another situation, but normally you can be seen to the 15 to 16 times of the breathing rate. It should be high in the women and children. In generally, breathing faster in our body need more energy, for example, by doing exercises. Is it? So when we do any exercises, we can need to draw lot of energy. Then what happens? We can be generally breathe in fast or slow. So this is because the body needs more oxygen that we can be break down the food and produce the more energy. So during any heavy exercises, we can need to the more energy also. Hence we can need the oxygen should be very more. So the average person or adult human beings they can be breathe 15 to 18 times in a minute. So normally we have to the breathing fluid should be 15 to 18 times in a minute. While doing any exercises, the rate can be variation up to the 25 times in a minute. So during 1 minute we can be the breath rate should be the 25. So related to that one, we have the question here. Why do you feel hungry after doing any physical activity when you're walking or running? So during any exercises or walking or running, it is the involved in the physical activity. Whatever the food can be present in our body, they will be completely converted into energy. Since all the food gets consumed and we can be feel hungry. Yes, in order to gain more energy, we can need to the again food. So next, how should be the breathing should be occur in our body? So we know that we have the pair of nostrils. The air, we take the air present in our environment through our nostril, which travels through the nasal cavity. So after nasal cavity, then it moves through the windpipe and reaches the lungs. Ultimately, first it should be reaches the nostrils, then it should be moved to the this windpipe, then they can reaches the these lungs. So we know that lungs are located in the chest cavity. Whatever you have to the chest cavity, that should be, they can be, lungs should be surrounded by these ribs. One floor of the chest cavity lays in the muscle sheet is called diaphragm. So this is the under the muscles. So under the chest cavity, it can be seen in the one muscle sheet. This is we can be called as the diaphragm. So during inhalation and exhalation, it should be variation. So during the breathing process, the movement of the ribs and diaphragm also take place. This is because of the lungs should be expand and contract during breathing. When we inhale or exhale, so the lungs should be expand and contract during the breathing. As we take in the air, we fill up the lungs. So when we take the air, we should be fill up the lungs. This moves the diaphragm downwards and breath should be outwards. When you take up the air, you should be fill up the lungs. Then what happens? The diaphragm should be the downwards, the rib should be the outwards. So like that, the lungs when releasing out of air from the body, bring back to the diaphragm. Again they will be bring back to the diaphragm and the ribs on their original position. So whatever ribs are there, that should be come to the original position. So the diaphragm and rib cage both should be change their position during inhalation and exhalation. So why do we sneeze? So we know that when the unwanted particles are entered our nostrils, then we can be sneezing generally. So like that, as we inhale the air present in the surroundings, sometimes unwanted elements like smoke or dust, so they will also included to that one. So to avoid that one or to avoid the enter to our body, yes, we can be sneezing. They can be get stuck on the air in our nostril, but some of them get through the nasal cavity. Sometimes they will be stuck on the air on the nasal cavity, or sometimes they will be present in the nostrils also. They thus cause irritation in the nasal cavity and make us to sneeze. Why it can be sneezing means whatever unwanted particles are present in our nostrils or nasal cavity, so they will be irritate our body, hence we can be sneezing. They will be get rid of the unwanted particles from the nasal cavity. So what do we breathe out? So generally we know that we can be during breathe out we can be taking on the carbon dioxide. So take a clean test tube. So pour some freshly prepared lime water in it. Insert a plastic straw in such a way that gives in the lime water. So put on the straw. Then we can be blow to that one. So blow means we can be give to the carbon dioxide of that one. The lime water should be turns into milky color. Observe that one or blow gently through the straw a few times. So we can be observe that one. It should be turned into milky appearance. Is it? That milky color should be tell about to it should be carbon dioxide. The lime water turns milky when you pass carbon dioxide through it. This confirms that the whatever exhale there is, there should be contain the more carbon dioxide. So do we exhale the only carbon dioxide or mixture of gases along with? So yes, so we can be exhale the carbon dioxide, not only carbon dioxide, some amount of the water vapor also they can be released to that one. So for example, when you exhale on a mirror, a film of the moisture appears on its surface. Is it? So when you morning, you can be taken on the early morning. So when you open your mouth in the during the mirror also, so they can be moisture, some appearance of the moisture also we can be seen. So because it is the same air that we inhale. Whatever can be taken out air, that should be amount of the inhaled air also can be taken out. The air which we breathe, it contains 0.05% of the water vapor also. So therefore, the film of the moisture formed on the mirror surface is because of the water vapor content in the air. So why it is moisture means because of the presence of the water vapor present in our body. So related to that one, we have some questions here. What happens when we breathe in? So when we breathe in, our diaphragm should be expand and ribcage should be the contract. So likewise, when we breathe in, your diaphragm contract and your ribcage should be the expand. Vice versa. So during breathing and also breathe out. When you breathe in, your diaphragm should be expand and your ribcage should be also contract. When you breathe in, your diaphragm does not move and your ribcage should be the expand. Second question. What happens when breathed air is passed through the lime water? The lime water turns milky because of the carbon dioxide should be changes into lime water into milky to limestone. So whatever generally when calcium oxide is reacted to the carbon dioxide, they can give rise to the calcium carbonate. So next one is how should be the breathing in the other animals. Now we can be discussed about the only the human beings. So like arthropods we can be taken that is the insects group we can be taken about to that one. So in cockroach we can be seen in the open circulatory system. So like many insects like cockroach have to the small openings, that is we can be called as the spidacles. These spidacles are present in the side of the bodies. If you observe the insects, so like that they will have to the spidacles that should be present in the sides of the bodies, especially if you take on the cockroach. So here we have to the like lungs, they have to the some air tube like structures, that is we can be called as the trachea, that should be helpful for the exchange of the gases in these insects. So during the diffusion method they can be breathed out, but also breathing also process should be also occur because they have to the not open, not closed circulatory system, they have to the open circulatory system. So whatever the air should be enters, so look at the picture here, the air which is enters the oxygen should be directly enters these spiracles and diffuses into the cells by means of the trachea. So diffusion means the process of the higher concentration to the lower concentration, that is we can be called as the diffusion. So the solid or solvent molecules which can be moved from region of the higher concentration to the region of the lower concentration. Similarly, the air from the cells enter from the trachea and moves out of the spiracles. So it is the entering and this is the exiting. Inspiration and expiration can be seen. So trachea will be the helpful for the entering of the oxygen. During expiration, you can be seen in the spiracles. So next, earthworm. So we already know that earthworm is the one of the slimy, soft, moist skin. They will be always present in the soil particles. Yes, gases can easily pass in and out of the earthworm throughout the skin. They can be breathed in or breathed out through the skin only. So next one is how should be the breathe under water. So we do not breathe even fraction of second also, is it? In water also they have the oxygen, but we cannot be breathe. Why means in atmosphere there is the free state of oxygen, but in the oxygen in water we can be seen in the dissolved form of the oxygen. Yes, the breathing rate of this animal should be also very high. Generally we know that fishes have a pair of gills, that gills should be helpful for the entering of the oxygen. There will be faster rate of the breathing purpose you can be seen to that one. Animals that lie underwater have to the special respiratory organs we can be called as the gills. They are the comb-like structures. Look at the drawing here. This is we can be called as the comb-like structure that present in the skin of these animals. These gills, they can be allow the exchange of the gases between animals and water can be easily. So So not only fishes, it can be seen in the amphibians like frog also. Some animals called amphibians can be breathed on land by the lungs and through the moist skin to the underwater. So example we can be available to frog and toad. So next one is how should be the respiration should be occur in the plants. So we already know that plants should be prepared their own food with the help of the sunlight, water and carbon dioxide. So the resultant gases should be the oxygen, is it? The carbon dioxide should be absorbed from the leaves, is it? So there is chlorophyll which can be observed to the but there is some tiny pores which are present in the leaves area, that is we can be called as the stomata. That stomata should be helpful for the absorption of the carbon dioxide and also release of the oxygen also. So generally plants can be take place the carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere and use it process of the photosynthesis to produce the food. As a result, photosynthesis releases the out of the oxygen in the environment. So we know that all the parts of the plants are independently respired. It can be taking the carbon dioxide and release oxygen in their own. Not only plants, only leaves can be taken on the carbon dioxide and oxygen cannot be evolved. Even root hairs also, they can be also whichever soil particles are there. That soil particles they can be absorb this carbon dioxide and evolve the oxygen. The leaves of the plants have stomata present upon them which are small pore-like structures. They will allow the gases present in the leaves. So the lower surface of the leaves there is some tiny pores which are present in the leaves. That is, it can be called as the stomata. So in case of you can be come across to the roots, the root of the plants have the air-like structures on them. Yes, they can be observed the air present in the soil particles. In soil particles also there is some amount of the air should be present. They can be observed the carbon dioxide from the soil particles. So why can be the plants die over water? So sometimes if you use the frequent water in the plants, so then what happens? The plants should be also die out or decomposed because the root get oxygen from the soil. Generally, the roots, whatever the roots are there, they will take down the oxygen from the soil. The air in the soil is present between these soil particles. So whatever the air is there, that should be present in these soil particles. Along with the air, soil also contains the water and moisture. So not only water and moisture should be contained, some amount of the oxygen should be also present to that one. When we over water should be excluded to that one. The root cannot be absorb the oxygen from the atmosphere. Yes, they can be decomposed. So if you overwater the plants, the spaces between the soil particles should be the clumped. So they will be decomposed. As a result, the root will not be able to take down enough air from the root. Ultimately, the plant can be the dead. So related to that one, we have the question here. So first question: in cockroaches, the air enters through the body through lungs, gills, spiracles, skin. So the correct answer is spiracles. Is it? Next, second question. Name of the tiny pores in the leaves through which exchange of the gases take place. The tiny pores in the leaves through which exchange of the gases take place in the stomata. So this is the brief explanation of the respiration in organisms. So today we can be discussing about the how should be the respiration should be occur in the animals, plants, and also some of the aquatic animals. Is it? So during the summarization of this lesson, respiration is also one of the essential for the survival of the all living organisms. It releases the energy and also food. Releases the food. The oxygen in air is used to break down the glucose into carbon dioxide. Energy should be released in this process also. The breakdown of the glucose occurs in the cells of the organism. That is, it can be called as the cellular respiration. If the food is broken down with the use of oxygen, it is called aerobic respiration. So without use of the oxygen, the respiration can be called as the anaerobic respiration. So next point, during any heavy exercises, we can supply the oxygen to our muscle cells. It is the insufficient to break down the aerobic respiration. So breathing is a part of the process of the respiration, during which an organism takes place in the oxygen-rich air and gives out the air rich of the carbon dioxide. The respiratory organs for the exchange of the gases vary from the different organisms, maybe terrestrial or it should be the aquatic animals. During inhalation, our lungs should be expanded and then come back to the original state as the air moves out of the exhalation. Increased physical activity should be enhance the rate of the breathing. In earthworm, the exchange of the gases occur through the moist stream. In fishes, it should take place the gills, and insects should be through the trachea. In plant, the root taking the air present in the soil. In this, we have the tiny pores, that is, we can record as the stomata, through which they are exchange of the gases. So some interesting trivia you can be seen here. On an average, one individual will be breathing 11,000 liters air per day. So during heavy exercises, we should be the increases further also. The breathing rate is faster in children and women than men. In most people, the left lung is smaller than the right lung to leave the room for the heart. So the reason is the heart should be present in that one. The elephants move their lungs by the contracting and releasing their chest muscles. The average weight of the average should be the 310 liters for the air per minute. So this is the some interesting factors we can be seen. So like that, snakes also have the one functioning of the lungs and do not require to the exchange of the respiratory gases to life. They also breathe only by the contracting muscles between their ribs. So they can also respect to the muscles between the ribs also. So thank you and all.